Hello everybody and welcome back to Turning Tuesday. This week, to pay homage to my productivity on Monday nights, which shall no longer exist, and to celebrate the release of the new season of Game of Thrones, yes, we are going to be making a goblet so that I can sit there in front of the TV every evening and drink from my wooden goblet and try and get one step closer to being Jon Snow. So, without further ado, let's get going. So what we've got here is a big old slab of oak, which I think is going to be perfect for this project. I was going to go as far as trying to dress for Jon Snow for this because so many people were telling me that I kind of look like him, which I'm flattered by. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was going to try and dress up as him in a Night's Watch costume, but maybe next time, eh? So let's get this laid out so I actually know how big to cut this thing, and we will start getting it cut to size. So to be honest, I'm not really sure what sort of shape I'm going for here. Like, I don't know, rounded base, maybe a bead or something in there. Don't get me wrong, I do want to get a lot of liquid in this thing. Yeah, something like that might be pretty cool. Not that big, damn it. Yeah, something like that. So I need this to be that big. Could I get two out of this? I might actually be able to get two out. So just in case the first one goes wrong, there's splits all the way up the oak. Right, looks like I'm only gonna get one out of this then. Oh, this splits that end as well. Oh, Lord. Okay, this might not be a very watertight vessel. What I will do, because this is rectangular at the moment, I'm going to find the side with the shakes, which is that side. So if I cut off this area here and then make that bit the area that I turn this from, hopefully these shakes will not continue diagonally into the bit of wood, because that could end this project very early. Okay, so the plan is to get this big old block of wood round between a prong drive and a live centre, and then once I've got it round, I'm going to mount it into the gripper jaws which are in the chuck and begin drilling out the top of the goblet using Forstner bits. I'll get that to roughly the depth that I want and then finish it off with probably my scraper. And then once I've got that hollowed section at the top and all that strenuous work is done, I'll begin shaping the rest of it and getting the handle in before finally parting it off at the end to give me a nice goblet. That's the plan. We'll see if it works. If not, I do have another bit of material that should still be big enough to make another one of these if all goes terribly wrong. Okay, so let's see if I can actually get these jaws wide enough to grab this bit of material. Oh yeah, that looks like it'll do it. Oh, blimey. Maybe not. Can I keep going with these? Ever so slightly too wide. Right, so I need to bring it down a little bit more. Right, so I've mounted it into the gripper jaws and got it lined up with the live center, so I'm probably going to have to true this off again to make sure that it's still spinning on the same axes, and then I'll start marking out the different sections of the drinky bit, the holdy bit and the standy bit. Okay, so I've got in there pretty far with a Forstner bit, and I've got one that's about 5mm wider than that, but to be honest, I don't think there's any point in me adding another 5mm onto the diameter of that, because I might as well just get it out with a scraper or something by now. So if you can't hear, I've got the air compressor going in the background, so any dust in there, I can just blow it straight out, which is very useful. So yeah, I'll try and get this down to some sort of diameter inside. Don't know what I'm going for, to be honest. I'm just going to keep going until it looks right. Okay, so I've hollowed that a fair old bit now, and I'm going to begin shaping the outside, because although I'm creating some sort of curve shape in there, I don't know how that translates to the outside because I can't really see what's going on in there. So I'm going to start shaping this, and then once I've got the shape I want on the outside, I'll get some calipers and refine the inside. Can't help but think I probably should have done a little bit of the shaping before hollowing this area out, so I've got some tailstock support, but this seems to be okay for now. Okay, so the inside of the goblet is lovely and smooth. You've got a good old contour going on. The sides are pretty consistent all the way down, and then it gets a little bit fatter here. I didn't want to get it too thin because oak splits very easily. I know that from my woodworking experience, and I'm worried if I make that area any thinner, then just one tiny catch is going to break the entire thing in half. One thing I'm particularly proud of is the fact that I managed to get a skew chisel to follow that bottom contour without catching. Yes! So that's feeling really nice and smooth as a result. I'm still going to sand it later, but I'm really happy with that. So the little handle area, I might put a couple of beads in it, not anything like really drastic, but a couple of bumps that might be quite nice to hold. I don't want this looking like a wine glass at the end of the day. I want it to be medieval and yeah, something like that. Oh my lord, we are almost there. So I've sanded it to 180 grit, which I think is as high as I need to go given the fact that it's oak. Got a pretty coarse grain here, so going any higher is just a bit pointless. So final job now is to part this off, and I'm going to try and make that groove pretty wide because I want to sort of undercut the bottom of this to ensure that there isn't a dome in it, because the last thing I want is for this to tip over during a intense scene of Game of Thrones, and we can't be having that. We'll get started with this groove, and I'll also add a little chamfer to the bottom of it to protect that bottom edge and stop it from chipping over time. Oh, and I need to create a little cradle below to actually catch this thing. Looking pretty good, pretty good. I'm now officially one step closer to becoming Jon Snow. Happy days. So yeah, sanded to 180 grit, and then I've put some quick drying tung oil on this, which is ideal for use on food contact surfaces, kitchen worktops, chopping boards, and salad bowls, so I thought that'd be good enough to drink from. I'm interested to try this out. Is it going to taste oaky? Is it going to taste oily? Who knows? But anyway, that is it for Turning Tuesday this week, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to press the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy the final season of Game of Thrones if you're one of those people that watch it, and if you're not, shame on you. Yeah, I will see you in the next video.